Hey, if you haven't seen the show, I will be spoiling Arcane, and I will be talking about it as if you have seen it, so I won't be holding your hand, and I'm not going to explain all of the League of Legends lore crap, of which I am moderately familiar with, as I've been playing League since 2012. My god. 2012, that's almost 10 years ago. Oh, no. I've put quite a bit of time and money into League over the past 10 years, and despite many growing pains, I've formed a love-hate relationship with it. So I can tell you that the amount of interest I had in a League of Legends television show was about as many hours that I put into Season 10. I saw that the show was getting good reviews, and I didn't really care. While the art and animation teams that work on League have constantly put out excellent work, the designs of the last dozen Champion releases have been discouraging, to say the least. But after being berated by my friend Toxic to watch the show for like 3 weeks, I caved, and I guess I watched it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Arcane is a show about characters. It's about power and class, ambition and legacy, tragedy and childhood trauma. It's a show about progress. The idea of progress connects the show together and informs our views of the characters and their actions, the ties that bind the plot and help us understand the symbolic themes reflected in the characters that connect them in more ways than what's literally happening on screen. Initially, on a first viewing, I found the Plot McMuffin Hextex gemstone to be an overused trope. The gem is used as an excuse to have characters go from place to place and have reasons to do things. But after rewatching it, the purpose of the gemstone also provides context to character motivations for everyone who has it and holds power over it. The gemstone itself is emblematic of progress, and it's different for every character. In the beginning, the gem belongs to Jace and Victor. For them, the gem represents technological progress, to further their knowledge and understanding of science and magic, using it for new inventions and tools to benefit all people. For them, this gem is representative of the progress those characters have strived for their whole lives, to further develop the scientific understanding and fundamentals that the city of Piltover was built on. For these characters, the advancement of technology is all that matters to them. It's the most important way that they can make impact on people's lives. But that progress will eventually cause everything to fall apart. Once the gemstone is stolen and given to Silco, the gemstone's meeting again takes on another form of progress. Once Silco learns about the stone, he starts to use it as a tool and a bargaining chip that he will use to leverage power with the Piltover Council. He uses this gem for political progress. Silco's dreams to gain independence from Piltover and gain progress for his people are close within his grasp. Silco will use it to gain more power and expand his influence over the Undercity with the drugs and poisons he's flooded the streets with. He flooded the streets with more shimmer than Vi flooded my search history. Not caring about the people that he's affecting and the lives that it's ruining. He's not fighting for the nation of Zaun, he's fighting for his nation of Zaun. The gem store trades hands a bit more, some more story stuff happens, and we'll circle back around to that soon. Some more awesome visuals, plenty of shots of Vi looking sexy, pretty much everything you want in a television show, but then the gemstone lands in the hands of Echo. Echo, learning about what the gemstone is capable of, surmises that it could be used to take down Silco. Echo is using the stone for social progress. Echo and the Firelights are fighting back against the Chem Barons and gang leaders that actively destroy, exploit, manipulate, and criminalize the people of the Undercity that they step on, without needing to confront the people who are actually affected by the consequences of their actions. Echo is trying to tear down these systems that keep them oppressed, using the gemstones as a way to gain power over authorities and surpass them, and use them to actually help the communities in which people actually have to live. Arcane uses these gemstones as a way of thematically tying these characters to their place and view on the world. But going back to a little earlier in the story, the gemstone was previously held by Jinx. The story of Jinx is the emotional core of the story of Arcane. Her relationship to the other characters are complex and multi-layered. The gemstone is thematic for her emotional progress. The gemstone itself is symbolic for what she is to become, that Jinx as an identity is going to consume her, that her fate is inevitable. All of the themes that stem from all the other characters' interactions with the gemstones have had real and tangible impact on Jinx, or Powder. The social and political progress that was once fought for by Vander as they charged across the bridge for their freedom led to the death of Powder's parents. That same revolt rising again that led Civica to betraying Vander and leading to more despair and alienation. The gemstones being poorly safeguarded by Jace as a young man, all for the means of technological advancement that sent a spiraling chain of events leading to the death of Powder's adoptive family and pushing her away from her sister. For the other characters, the gemstone was a means to an end for their individual interests. But for Jinx, the gemstone is that representation of who she will become. The explosion that set her on this path was caused by Hextech, and her story will end with one. We see the struggle between Powder and her future emotional progress literalized in this scene. After the flare has gone out, she tosses it away in anger. After feeling abandoned yet again by her sister, she takes out the gem and looks at it. She attaches herself to this new identity even more and what she will eventually become. But once Vi in her beautiful face shows up, the gemstone doesn't matter anymore. Who she's become and her future melts away. In this moment, maybe she can avoid her own fate. Maybe she could have gone another path. But here in this moment, this hug is all that matters. The gemstone representing her future self and what she is to become literally is dropped and doesn't mean anything in this moment. Once she feels like Vi is back and that she can have that connection she once had, she loses the gem. After this, Jinx kind of holds out hopes and reservations about Vi that maybe things can go back to how they used to be. But once doubts and fears come back, once the paranoia returns and she feels that her sister once again abandoned her, the gemstone returns to her, fully gripped in her dying hands. In the finale, this time she leaves her sister and takes the gemstone with her. That burden of progress, the burden of relationships changing, places and time, technology and society, all of the ways we change as people, ends with her taking all of the pain and tragedy and walking away with it. To mold her into this new personality, to let go of her fear. Arcane brilliantly uses symbols and color and iconography to display the emotional connection that all of the characters have. Arcane is about progress. It's about technological progress. It's about political progress. It's about social progress and emotional progress. How we change as people. How the traumas and tragedies of our past can help inform and change our future selves. It is a form of progress. Arcane is a show about This show was so much smarter than I gave it credit for. Before I watched it, I figured it would be the same watered down, pandering crap Riot feeds us all the time. But I can't tell you how happy I am that the show is not only good, but emotionally affected me. I can't tell you how long it's been since I felt emotion while watching a piece of media. Like when I was watching it, I messaged my friend. I was like, what is this? Is it called emotion? What is this feeling? It's loaded with diverse characters from different ethnicities and different backgrounds. It's genuinely surprising from a company that makes so much pandering sex appeal characters that it made a show starring 3 women and they're all treated respectfully and appropriately, which is something I've been wanting Riot Games to do for years now. The artistic style that the show has personally inspired me to learn how to start drawing better again. All the pictures I was drawing before were a bunch of pieces of crap, but if you've been following me on Twitter, like you should, then you've noticed that I've been posting Arcane pictures just because I've been so infatuated with its visual style, and I just want to draw it. I just want to get in there and I want to see the paint strokes and watch the face form and come together. It's invigorated an artistic passion in me. I've had artistic progression, if you will. I haven't posted in a month. And the reason it hasn't because I've been working on a video or that I've been caught up in personal problems. I've just been sitting here thinking about Arcane for 4 weeks now. All the ideas have just been rattling in my head. Even if this video doesn't make any sense, I just wanted to talk about it because I've just felt so overwhelmed on what to say about the show. So thanks for watching the video. Viewer, person watching the video who isn't subscribed, I gotta let you know, you're hot, cupcake. So what will it be? Subscribe or don't? Subscribe. Subscribe. I don't know where I'm going with this joke. Subscribe.